Hello, Mark. The first news I'm going to read is NYC expands smoking ban to include e-cigarettes. Years after being exiled to New York City's sidewalks by a ban on smoking in indoor public places, some smokers released electronic cigarettes as a way to come in from the cold. Now they're down to their last few pubs after the city council voted 43 to 8 Thursday to extend the ban to include the six. Mayor Michael Bloomberg is expected to sign the measure before leaving office in a few days. The ban would take effect in 4 months. Although Thursday, the council paved the way for an eventual ban on plastic foam containers and approved the creation of a website that will help the public track federal dollars projected for Superstorm Sandy related damages. The flurry of activity, more than 2,000 introductions and resolutions were passed, came on the Council's last legislative session of the year. Speaker Christine Quinn said before the vote on e-cigarettes that scientists can't say yet whether the nicotine inhalers, which are tobacco-free but still deliver a vaporized dose of nicotine vapor, are truly safe. She said following the disease in places where cigarettes are now banned also could renormalize smoking and undermine the public perception that the habit is now acceptable only outdoors or in private. We don't want to step backward with that, she said. The vote came amid sharp disagreement within public health circles over how to treat e-cigarettes. Manufacturers say the vapor they emit is harmless, and most scientists agree that regular smokers who switch to e-cigarettes are lowering their health risk substantially. The diseases, though, aren't heavily regulated, and experts say consumers can't yet be sure whether they are safe either of users or people exposed to second-hand vapor puffs. Like regular cigarettes, the nicotine in e-cigarettes is also highly addictive. People who use them may be unable to quit, even if they want to. That has raised concerns that a new generation of young people could gravitate toward e-cigarettes and wind up hooked for life or even switch to tobacco cigarettes. The Food and Drug Administration has said it intends to regulate e-cigarettes as tobacco products but has yet to issue any rules, leaving manufacturers free to advertise where regular cigarette ads are banned. Several states, including New York, New Jersey, Arkansas, Utah, and North Dakota, have already expanded their indoor smoking bans to include e-cigarettes. Other bans have been proposed in several big cities, although half of the states restrict sales to minors. At a city council hearing earlier this month, City Health Commissioner Thomas Fairley urged the council to approve a ban, saying the city couldn't risk rolling back the progress it has made driving down smoking rates. The American Lung Association and the Campaign for Tobacco-Free Kids agreed. Other public health advocates did not. They said in nations where roughly 1 in 5 adults are hooked on indisputably deadly cigarettes, safer alternatives should be embraced, not discouraged, even if science hasn't rendered a final verdict. E-cigarette manufacturers say they don't believe their products will be used as a gateway drug to cigarettes, and they have criticized New York's proposed ban as a rush to judgment. Companies like us want to be responsible, but when you have municipalities prematurely judge what should be and what shouldn't be, based not on the science, I think it does the public a disservice, said Miguel Martin, president of e-cigarette brand Logic. While the measures advocates say e-cigarettes resemble tobacco smoke enough to confuse restaur- rest- restaurateurs trying to enforce smoking laws and send messages of social acceptability. Manufacturers say the reasoning is murder. That's like saying we shouldn't be able to sell water because it looks like vodka. Vodka, Martin said. The Farm Bill allows lawmakers to ban the product, technically called expanded polystyrene foam, if after a year-long study, the commissioner of the Sanitation Department finds the material can't be recycled effectively. It takes a long time to break down in landfills, and there's debate over how readily it can be recycled once it's soiled by food. As online database to track the use of sandy funds already exists and is operated by the Bloomberg administration. Thursday's bill will update the website, creating a searchable, interactive online tool that allows users to look up by zip code information about how federal sandy dollars are being spent. Associated Press writers David Caruso and Jennifer Peltz contributed to this report. Okay, next is Syrian rebels seized strategic hospital in Aleppo. Syrian rebels seized control of strategic hospital near Aleppo, giving a boost to beleaguered anti-government forces in the northern city after days of the relentless airstrikes on position-held neighborhoods. Their activities said Saturday. The rebels' capture of Kindi Hospital does not drastically alter the border battle for Aleppo, which has been divided for more than a year between opposition and government forces, but It does provide a lift to a rebel movement that has been dogged in recent months by inviting the allowed President Bashar Assad forces to chip away at rebel-held territory on several fronts. For months, rebels had been trying to capture Kindi Hospital, which is close to the besieged central prison on the edge of town and where the government is believed to be holding thousands of detainees. The hospital finally fell to the rebels on Friday, according to two activist groups, the Aleppo Media Center and the Britain-based Syria Observatory for Human Rights. Aleppo-based activist Abu al-Hassan Mari said the rebels who overran the hospital included both conservative Muslim groups and al-Qaeda-linked factions. Observatory Director Rani Abdurrahman said at least 42 government troops were killed in Friday's fighting, and at least 19 Syrian rebels and an unknown number of foreign fighters. A Syrian freelance photographer who worked for foreign news outlets, including Reuters, also was killed in fighting, activists said. The photographer Mohammed Barakat was with his brother, a rebel fighter, inside a carpet factory near the hospital when they were both killed, said Houssam Abu Faisal of the Aleppo Medical Center. Activists also circulated a photograph of Barak's corpse, which matched other images of him. Abu Faisal said Barakat, who activists said was 18 years old, began working as a photographer about 5 months ago, was considered talented and quickly sold photographs to foreign media. Reuters said Saturday that Barakat had taken pictures for the new agency on a freelance basis. Media watchdog groups have ranked Syria the world's most dangerous country for reporters. The Committee to Protect Journalists said 22 journalists have been killed in Syria this year, not counting Barakat. More than 30 journalists are believed to be currently held by the Syrian government or rebel forces. Meanwhile, Syrian government forces continue dumping so-called barrel bombs containers containing hundreds of pounds of explosives and fuel over opposition-held parts of Aleppo. The British-based observatory said at least 6 people were killed in Saturday's air raids, but other groups gave higher death tolls. The aid group Doctors Without Borders has said that over 4 days this week government airstrikes killed at least 189 people and wounded 879 more. Human Rights Watch, meanwhile, said in a statement Saturday that the airstrikes in Aleppo were indiscriminate and unlawful. Government forces have rarely been retreating disaster on Aleppo in last month, killing men, women and children alike, said all Ola Sylvain, senior emergencies research at the New York-based group. The Syrian Air Force is either criminally incompetent, doesn't care whether kills scores of civilians, or deliberately targets civilian areas. Syrian civil war, now into its third year, has killed more than 120,000 people, according to activists, while millions have been forced from their homes by the fighting. Syrian officials have not commented on the air raids in Aleppo, the country's largest city and former commercial hub. Aleppo has been a major front in the civil war since the rebels launched an offensive there in mid-2012. The city has been carved into a position the government held areas. The escalation comes ahead of peace talks scheduled to begin on Jan 22 in Switzerland. The timing has sparked speculation that Assad may be trying to strengthen his position on the ground and expose opposition weakness before sitting down at the negotiating table. I think it will have the reverse effect. Aleppo-based activist Abu Ghraib said via Skype, "The helicopters come. We stop and look. We keep looking until the barrier drops. We shoot out God's name. We shout out God's name. The civil defense comes to dig out people. The media activists go foul." Both Mary and Ray asked that they be identified only by their nicknames, fearing for their own security. In Damascus, the state news agency said the capital and much of southern Syria plunged into darkness after a rebel attack struck a gas pipeline that supplies a power plant. Blank coast hit Damascus and other government-controlled areas on a regular basis. Associated Press writers Reem Lucas in Beirut and Sylvia Hu in London contributed this report. Follow Diahedit on Twitter at www.twitter.com/diahedit. Okay, my next article is things you didn't know about reindeer. Reindeer are featured on Christmas cards and in movies worldwide this time of year, galloping across the sky with Santa's sleigh in tow. But on Europe's northern fringe, the migratory mammals are part of everyday life all year round as they roam the vales of Lapland, the Arctic homeland of the indigenous Sami people of Norway, Sweden, Finland, and northwest Russia. Here are some interesting things you may not have known about reindeer: fast and wandering. Of course, reindeer can't fly, but they can run quickly over long distances. Reindeer are fast, but not as fast as horses, says Jonas Banner, a Sami reindeer herder from Jokkmokk in Swedish Lapland. They can easily travel 40 to 50 kilometers a day if they have to. The migratory animals can roam 125 miles, the same as 200 kilometers or more in the spring from their winter grazing grounds in the forests to reach calving grounds high in the mountains. On hot summer days, they migrate vertically until they reach snow patches where the temperature is lower, then back to the valleys to graze during the midnight sun, says Banner. Warm and woolly, reindeer are also uniquely adapted to survive the harsh Lapland winters, explains Mari Heikkilä, director of Raunia Wildlife Park in Finland. The hair of the reindeer is hollow, so there is air between the hairs and also inside the hair, and their winter coat is really thick. Heikkilä says. That makes them super exotic, a reason why Samis have always made their winter clothes from reindeer hides. Reindeer also have large hooves compared to moose or deer. When this snow is deep, they spread their hooves and make them even wider to stop themselves from sinking in. Ices that change color. Reindeer ices change color between summer and winter to adapt to the widely varying levels of light in the high north. The reflection from reindeer ice is yellow-green in summer, but deep blue in winter, says Carl Arnstokken, professor at the University of Tromsø in Norway, part of a scientific team that discovered earlier this year why that is. Due to the extremely limited light in the far northern winter, reindeer's eyes need to be much more sensitive to light than in summer. The blue color during the darkest months of the year helps scatter more incoming light and results in better vision, says Stockton. Tasty and healthy. Reindeer meat is a popular staple across Lapland in Finland. Demand for the gamey, low-fat meat outstrips the supply, so it has to import reindeer meat from Russia. A reindeer cooking competition is held in northern Finnish town of Inari each year, where Sami chiefs pit their traditional recipes against modern culinary arts. Traditionally, Finnish Sami have used all parts of the reindeer, making dishes such as reindeer sausage or stuffed reindeer stomach. A more common dish is salted reindeer with mashed potatoes and lingonberry jam. at the Koenigsegg Hugo restaurant in the northern Finnish town of Saariselkä. The menu features such delicacies as smoked reindeer mouse with blackcurrant sauce and reindeer with Lapis cheese. Our special way to cook reindeer meat is to hot smoke the roast on an open fire, says Chef Jorna Lahtinen, who then fries the meat in rosemary butter. Reindeers are slaughtered in late autumn or early winter, but their meat can be frozen and used throughout the year. Who rarely saw them fly. In popular culture, 8 flying reindeer pull Santa's sleigh as he delivers presents to children around the world on Christmas Eve. The the scenario was first described in 1820s by American poet Clement Clarke Moore. More than 100 years ago, American writer Robert L. May added Rudolph with his red nose leading the way. But there's debate on the origins of flying reindeer, and some have traced it to reindeer eating hallucino- hallucinogenic mushrooms. Ancient Sami shamans, the theory goes, we would then drink filtered reindeer urine and get high themselves, then think they were seeing their reindeer flying. Mushrooms have been used to a certain extent in shamanic ceremonies, says Arja Jompanen, a researcher at SIDA, the National Museum of Finnish Sami in Inari. But drinking urine has not been mentioned in accounts of Sami traditions. How can Reid being an expert in Sami religion at Norway's University of Bergen firmly rejected the theory as a myth. There is no such information at all from the Sami world, neither about drinking the urine of reindeer, nor of seeing flying reindeer in their dreams, he said, but they must pause to pee. Reindeer can't walk too far without answering the call of nature. In fact, they are unable to walk and pee at the same times, so they have to take a bath run break roughly every 6 miles. In Finnish, this distance is known as a Porokusema or reindeer's piece, and was an old-fashioned description of distance in the countryside. Follow David McDougall at @FTTV, Twitter.com David McDougall. Okay, and the next topic is attacks across Iraq leave 15 people dead. A string of attacks across Iraq killed 15 people on Saturday, including a senior military commander, a colonel, and 5 soldiers who all died during a raid on an al-Qaeda hideout, officials said. Police officials said Army Maj. Gen. Mohammed uh, al-Karawi, the colonel, and 5 troops were killed when they stormed the booby-trapped hideout in the area of Rubsbah in Iraq's volatile Sunni Western Anbar province. Al-Karawi, al-Karawi, who commanded the Iraqi enemy's 7th division, was leading a search operation hunting for al-Qaeda fighters in the area. 4 soldiers were wounded in the operation, and police said, although in western Iraq, gunmen in a speeding car opened fire at a police checkpoint in the city of Fallujah earlier on Saturday, killing 4 policemen in the north near the city of Kirkuk. An army officer and a soldier were killed when 2 mortar shells struck a military camp, officials said. And in the town of Latifia, 30 kilometers south of Baghdad, a mortar shell hit a group of Shiite pilgrims heading to the only site in the city of Karbala. The pilgrims were commemorating Arab bin Arba'in, the end of 40 days of mourning following the anniversary of the death of Prophet Muhammad's grandson, Imam Hussein, a revered Shiite figure. Hundreds of thousands of Shiite pilgrims make their way every year to Karbala for Arafat. All Qaeda fighters and other Sunni insurgents frequently target Shiites, whom they consider to be infidels. Iraq security forces also often poorly protect Shiite marches and pilgrimages to holy sites. No one immediately claimed responsibility for any of the attacks Saturday. Medical officials confirmed the causative figures. All officials spoke on condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to talk to media. Violence has spiked in Iraq since a deadly crackdown on a Sunni protest camp in the northern town in April. At least 367 people have died in the attack across country so far this month, according to an Associated Press count. Associated Press writer Qasim Abdul Zahra contributed this report from Baghdad. Okay, thank you for your listening. Bye bye.